Every night when I go to sleep, I see your face. And every morning when I wake up, I'm burdened with the disappointment that he feels. My father once told me that the world will never accept me for what I really am. Sadly, I can see now that he's right. I have a choice. I can hide in the shadows for the rest of my life, or I can step out and stand up for who I really am. I can't hide anymore. I don't know if I'm gay, straight, bi, or just crazy. It shouldn't matter. The problem is that it does matter. Kevin, I want you to know that none of this is because of you. You're the only one who's ever been there for me. You made it so that life was bearable enough to survive. If Mom were here, she'd be proud of how close we are. She'd be proud of you. Stay strong. People are gonna say a lot of things after today, and you're probably gonna have it a lot worse than I ever did. Don't let them get to you. Keep your head high and know that I'm doing this for more than just the attention. I'm leveling the playing field so that kids will have some compassion. This isn't about religion or attention or an attack. This is about changing the status quo.
Don't do that again.
I have to take a piss.
Sounds like a personal problem.
You know, this would be much more beneficial to you if you said something, Austin. Because I can't very well help you if you don't let me know what's going on. Austin.
I saw her face again.
During your episode? You can't blame yourself for the guilt that she felt. We've talked about that.
They're getting worse.
Have you been taking your medications? I could up the dosage. What can I do to help alleviate this feeling of yours?
I don't know.
We could talk it out. I mean, really delve into it. Get to the root of the issue.
I don't feel like talking.
I could sit for a while. Just sit with you.
I've got to get ready.
Everybody has a bad day, Austin.
I know.
Keep focus on our goals. You'll be fine.
Does it make you jealous?
No,
You should just tell her.
I'm not gay.
Then why do you ask me to text you pictures of my cock? Because to me that seems pretty gay.
Fuck off.
No. Hey! What the fuck is going on? I asked you a goddamn question.
Nothing.
And who invited your faggot ass?
Don't call him.
Or what? Huh? What the fuck are you gonna do about it? That's what I thought. Now I'm sorry, boys. We don't allow faggots in a house filled with dudes.
Tim, just leave it alone.
I ask for your input.
Don't!
Don't what?
Tim,
Hold it.
stop! Hey, stop it!
Get him the fuck out of my house. You too. The fuck are y'all staring at?
I didn't tell her anything. Where are you going?
It happened again.
Sit down. I can't see your face.
You're not
Sit
listening
down.
at all. It happened
bud.
again.
Okay,
God,
just
she's such a
calm down. You're
bitch.
having an
Listen, no one
episode.
is listening. No one is listening. No one is listening. No one is listening. How can I act like that? Why is he trying to force me?
Something happened at the party tonight. What happened? Have a seat.
No.
Austin, listen to me. Calm down. Austin,
Anymore. I have to get out of here.
Hi, you've reached Kevin. Leave me a message.
Kevin, it's me. I fucked up, Kevin. I fucked up bad. I love you. Isn't this case a little bit low profile for the FBI?
You tell me.
You can't keep me in here forever.
Not forever. The first 24 hours and then 12 hours a day for as long as I like.
I'm innocent until proven guilty.
Oh, we have plenty of proof.
I have rights.
Not in situations that threaten national security.
National security?
At approximately 12:45 a.m. Pacific time, you were detained for the murder of 2 individuals on your college campus. After analyzing the evidence in your dorm room, along with the evidence at the crime scene, we've decided to charge you with 2 counts of murder in the first degree, 37 counts of attempted murder, and 3 counts of the unlawful possession of a firearm. You're facing the death penalty. With that being said, the first question we have for you is, where did you get the guns?
Why 37?
Please don't answer my question with another question.
For each bullet left in the magazines.
Precisely.
By my count, I shot 19 rounds. I missed twice. 7 of those were kill shots. That makes 7 counts of murder in the first degree.
By your count,
What about the bullet left in the chamber?
with the new measures in place, it's illegal for you to have a gun while you attend a university.
So,
Where did you get them?
I bought them.
Where? Fine.
Austin, follow the sound of my voice. Make yourself visible. Let them see. Mommy loves you. Always remember that. Mommy loves you.
It happened again.
I'd feel better if you just told her the truth.
You mean you'd feel better?
We both would.
I can't.
What are you so afraid of?
I'm not afraid.
Maybe I'll just show her the text you sent me.
We can't be friends anymore. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool.
You're full of shit, you know. We never were friends, and you weren't ever going to come out with it.
It's been more than 24 hours.
Has it?
You have to stop lying to me.
I haven't lied once. Austin. I can go. Is that what you want?
I want you to stop lying. You said I only killed 2 people.
That's correct.
Stop lying to me!
Stop playing games with me. I know you remember what happened.
and they all deserved it.
I see. So you like video games? I play a few myself.
Sure you do.
We found a lot of first-person shooter games in your dorm room. Any favorites?
I know what you're doing,
Do you?
and it's not gonna work.
Really? So do you frequently have delusional fantasies of murder?
I'm not delusional.
Studies show that these games contribute to frustration.
Studies. How stupid are you?
I graduated from the University of Pennsylvania with a criminal justice degree at the age of 20.
Good for you.
After that, I joined the army. And they shipped me overseas to work as a translator in terrorist situations. You know, a lot of suicide bombers are taken from their families when they reach puberty. Al-Qaeda brainwashes them into believing that life's purpose is to take their own lives in the company of others.
I'm not suicidal.
Okay?
If I was suicidal, I wouldn't be sitting in this chair.
You tried to kill a lot of people.
People kill people all the time.
It just seems plausible to me that this was a way for you to go out in style. To get attention from the media so you'd become an overnight celebrity.
All it takes is the pull of a trigger. So you think that the only two reasons a person can commit mass murder are because of video games and media attention?
Is that what I said?
Well, I can tell you right now that neither of those factors had any contribution to me wanting to kill the fuckers at my school.
So now everyone's a fucker. It's illegal for you to possess any sort of firearm at your age.
Clearly it stopped me. If this case was simple, the FBI wouldn't be involved.
Nobody ever said anything about this case being simple. We're trying to find a connection.
A connection to what?
You want information? Then give me something to go off of.
I walked into my mother when I was 6 years old.
Dude, it's not what you think. What are you doing here anywhere? Go to your room! What are you doing? Go to your room.
And 2 days later was the first time I realized I'd never be the same.
What's a hooker?
What?
A hooker.
Well, who used that word?
Timmy told my mom one on the playground.
We can talk about that later. Come on.
Love was in the air. We were one big happy family. Until one day when my father came home drunk after work. He walked in on me playing with my toys.
Let's go in the other room and play Who's on Top.
Terry? Terry, get in here. No, you go on. Show your mommy what you learned.
What's going on?
Go on, Austin. Show your mommy how you learned how to play with girls' toys.
Calvin.
Show her.
Calvin, maybe you should.
Maybe you should shut your mouth. Show her.
Calvin, it's fine. You just.
You see what you taught him? Give me those. Give me those. Stop crying like a little sissy. Give me those.
Hey. Mommy's okay. Austin, look at Mommy. Look at me. Hey, I need you to be a big boy. Can you do that for me? Okay. Mommy loves you. Come on, wipe those tears. Let's go check on your brother.
She made excuses for him all the time because she loved him and tried to convince me that he loved her too.
Sounds like you watched too many movies.
Do you want me to stop?
No.
He never stopped beating her, and he never stopped drinking. Every night he'd come home later and later, and on the night before she died, all I heard were screams.
I heard you! You don't have to hurt me! I will never, ever live me down! You embarrass me in front of my kids! You embarrass me in front of the whole town! Everybody's talking!
He beat her until she could barely move. He couldn't forgive her. He couldn't forget. The next night, my mother jumped headfirst out of the second-story window. I'll never understand why she chose to jump out of my window, or why I was the one who walked in on him. But no matter how hard I try to get those images out of my brain, I just can't. So rather than asking me where I got the guns, why not ask me why I needed them in the first place?
My mother also died when I was young. She was in a bus, headed to work, when a car carrying a bomb collided with it, killing everybody within a block's radius in an instant. After she died, I got shipped to London to live with my only living relatives. My father didn't want anything to do with my mother. She was too progressive for his liking. He left us when I was 4. I always felt like my aunt didn't quite know what to do with me. I was thrown into another world at the age of 8. And everything was so different from what I was used to. She got a job in California when I was 14, and then we moved again. I've never been in one place more than a few years at a time. I understand what it feels like to be lost. Austin.
Your story has nothing to do with mine.
Your story feels like a soap opera. So you want me to believe you did all of this because you miss your mother?
I thought you had to be intelligent to get into the FBI.
Wow. So what? I'm supposed to feel bad for you now?
You can never understand.
I've never committed murder, so you're right. I don't. How am I supposed to verify any of this?
You could talk to my family.
Your family?
Yeah.
Kevin Griffin, your brother, tells me he's scared of you. That he's not surprised about what happened.
He didn't say that.
Galvin Griffin, your father, says he hasn't spoken to you in 6 months. That after you started the university, you acted strangely.
That's because my father's a piece of shit.
Well, it's funny, isn't it? That your brother, who grew up in the same house as you, hasn't committed murder or said anything about your abusive father.
My brother would never say that.
He did say it. How's that for intelligence? I guess we're done for the day.
Why did you do it?
Just tell me. Please. So I can get the fuck out of this room and get you the fuck out of my life. Don't. Please just tell me.
It's not that simple.
None of this is simple.
I'm sorry. I really am.
Why didn't you just put the gun down? Why didn't you just talk to me? Did you ever love me?
Did you?
You know I did.
Then why were you with him?
You didn't answer my question.
No.
How can you say that?
Because it's the truth. I'm sorry.
You keep saying that. You keep saying I'm sorry. You're going to have to live with this for the rest of your life, Austin. Think about all the people you've hurt. Think about the families that are going to have to live without their children. Think about my parents.
Stop! Everything's always about you.
You're evil.
I'm not.
Good people don't seek revenge.
Does it bother you when people call you a Muslim?
You know I'm Catholic.
You don't like people to assume things about you. Don't you get it? I did this so that people will stop leaping to conclusions. I did this for people like you.
Don't attach me to this.
Evil is a combination of life experiences gone wrong, which means that evil doesn't exist.
No, what you did there's no excuse for. There's no justifying it, Austin. You can try all you want, but you are the definition of evil. You lied. You said you never loved me, but I know that's a lie. Maybe you don't anymore, but you at least cared about me.
Maybe I've just gotten really good at playing the part.
You cared about me. I could see it in your eyes.
I never felt anything.
You felt something. I knew whatever reason you had for hiding who you really were was so important in your mind. I cared about you so much that I kept that to myself. I knew that if people found out about your problems, you would be hurt. You still think I'm self-absorbed? I loved you, and that was enough for me, and I know that you cared about me. The only reason I was there that night with him was to make Tim apologize to you.
What?
I just wanted everyone to get along.
Something wrong?
No. Every night when I go to sleep, I see her face. And every morning when I wake up, I'm burdened with the disappointment that he feels. My father once told me that the world will never accept me for what I really...
Very dramatic. The murder was premeditated.
I'm not a bad person.
You keep saying that. You keep trying to make me believe, but Austin, there is no excuse for what you did. You took innocent lives.
I just wanted to kill him. I want to kill people like him.
You need to confront what you did.
God, you look awful. They should give you your medications. It's barbaric. Austin, do you remember your first session? I'm here.
It said you don't have any appointments this afternoon.
Oh. Yeah. You're right, that's great, just you and me.
I don't need a therapist. This made more sense.
Of course you don't. We're just here to talk.
I need advice.
Yeah, just what I'm here for. What's on your mind?
This is...
Whoa. I'm sorry. I mean, you think it's weird. Maybe it is, I don't know, but you're not alone. Please, have a seat.
I just don't like sitting here spewing my problems on somebody I don't even know.
Right. I understand. Austin. Yeah, but you'd be surprised how many new students come in here and spew their problems, as you say, to someone they don't know.
How'd you know I'm a freshman?
Didn't know you were a freshman. I only know you wanted to talk. How many times would you say you logged in to see me?
30, 40.
And when were you first diagnosed?
Our third session.
What's in front of you is real. It's your reality. No one else's. You own it. But you have to be accountable for the fact that your perception of reality is skewed. You don't think like everyone else because you're obsessive.
I just want things to change.
They will change. They'll change. You're not alone. You've never been alone. Now, I want you to know I feel real bad about all that's happened here. But if you'd have listened to me, taken your medications like I suggested, none of this would have happened. You get paranoid.
People like Tim deserve to die.
No, they don't.
You think it's right the way he treated people?
No. I don't condone his behavior. But what you did, that wasn't right either.
You use the fact that you're an outcast as an excuse to commit murder. Do you know how hard it is to work in my field? Not only as a woman, but also as a Muslim.
They obviously trust you.
I'm privy to very limited intelligence. I'm still proving myself right at this very moment. The point is, we all have struggles. How are your struggles any more important than mine?
When did you first realize you were a Muslim?
You're referring to the stigma of my people since 9/11?
We all have stigmas. How is your stigma any more important than mine? Stigmas revolve around control. Who has the power? And if people perceive you have too much power, they overthrow you. It's about making people who are different feel that they have no choice but to conform to society to make it in the world. Yet, in America, we supposedly celebrate our differences.
We do.
Then why do we fear to admit who we really are? I wasn't always afraid. Fear has to be beaten into us.
What are you doing?
Try it. It feels good. See? What are you doing? What are you doing, huh?
Dad, shut up! Dad, shut up! What are you doing, huh? You will never do that again. You hear me? You will never do that in my house again. Do you understand me? Say it again. Do you understand me?
That was the first time I realized I was different. The next day, Kona confronted me at school.
What you doing here, faggot? Kona said you tried to touch him, that he wouldn't let you. So you beat the shit out of him, because you're some sort of faggot hooker. Now, why would a kid like Austin be hanky in the boys' bathroom? Because that's what faggots do.
Yeah.
And you say that?
Because that's what faggots do.
I don't think he heard you.
He's a faggot.
Punch him like he punched you. Come on. He can't hurt you. You say he touched you, right? You say you didn't like it. So stand up for yourself. Do it.
Do it!
He betrayed you.
I betrayed him. I knew who his dad was and what he would do if he ever found out about Kona. It didn't matter. That night, Kona used a rope and tied it to the top of his closet. His mom found him hanging when she went in to wake him up for school. And that's when I knew.
So what? I'm supposed to feel sorry for you now because you were bullied for being a homo.
I want people to fear me. Because my dad was right. The world will never accept me for what I am.
Jim told me about what happened the other night. We've talked about this before. He blames you for Kona's death.
What was I supposed to do?
Tell him no. You're supposed to try and stop him.
Sorry.
Look, I think we need to keep the side of you secret for a while. Just until you're ready.
Can't change who I am.
That's because you're not trying. I know it's hard to see right now, but doing what you do can really hurt people. I'll never understand what goes on in your head, but as long as you live under my roof, you can't let stuff like this happen.
Maybe if we hadn't moved to this hick-ass town, it wouldn't matter.
It does matter. The world isn't as small as you think it is. And people are never going to truly understand or accept the way you are. You need to change, Austin.
What if I can't?
Well, then I need you to hide what you really are. You're my son. I care about you. I don't want you to get hurt or hurt other people. Think you can do that for me? All right, good. Good. The world is a cruel place, Austin. Someday you'll understand that.
He wanted me to hide who I was because the world would reject it.
Or because he rejected it.
Perception's a funny thing. My father was so afraid of what people would do to me that one day I would snap from all the things that people might say. He taught me to protect myself, how to be a man.
Come on. All right, pull the trigger.
Wait.
Now.
I'm not ready yet.
Now. Hey. Hey. You really are a pussy, aren't you? Maybe we should try dance lessons, huh?
Eventually, I impressed my dad.
But he never accepted you.
No. I created this persona, and then I started having attacks.
I can hear you in the other room. They're getting worse, Austin. We have to tell Dad.
No. You can't tell him about this ever.
It scares me. You scare me.
I can't control it.
What if it starts to control you?
It won't. Promise me you'll keep this between us.
You need help, Austin.
I'll get help, just not from him.
He loves you.
He doesn't understand. Trust me.
You're sick?
Only a few people know.
And you kept it a secret?
For most people. Especially my dad.
You were afraid to get help?
I knew the way people would look at me.
Has it ever occurred to you that your illness might contribute to the fact that you want to kill people?
I'm not making excuses for myself.
All you're making are excuses. What happened to you is sad, yeah. But I believe it to be nothing more than a fabricated story.
You just have to trust me.
I have to trust you. So I have a girlfriend.
What?
Samar Turk. Matt Walden told us about her. Austin? Does he have something to do with this?
No.
Are you sure?
That's what I said, isn't it?
It is.
I'm tired.
If we finish here, you can go to bed.
I'm glad you finally told me.
Just keep it to yourself.
I knew you were gay.
Bye.
Bi is a transition into gay.
I really do like girls too.
Sure you do. So are we together?
I have a girlfriend.
That hasn't prevented you from sucking my cock. You're going to break up with her, right?
I don't know.
You like me, don't you?
I'm just confused.
You're not confused, just stubborn.
Hey guys.
Hey.
What are you guys talking about?
Nothing.
Right. What are we studying?
Psychology.
What about it?
Alternate personas. People pretending to be something they aren't.
Sounds intense.
It is. Very intense.
Austin!
No. Get him out of here.
You look like shit. Austin, look at me. Look at me! Fine. You were covered in piss. Trapped in this room. I don't care what Dad did to us as kids. Or about Mom dying. You're making excuses for yourself. But let me tell you something. No one, not a single person, will ever empathize with you. Do you want to know why? Because you are an evil piece of shit. You're taking out what happened to you on the rest of the world. On people that had nothing to do with how you were raised. You will never convince every single person on this planet that what you did was okay. Do you want to know why? Because everyone is different. Everyone has problems. And lashing out is not going to change the world. But you can fix this.
I can't.
You are a hypocrite. All you ever do is talk about how much of a bigger person you are. And then you go and you do this. You knew how much you meant to me. You were more of a parent than Dad ever was. And then you betray me? Why? You would tell me on that day.
I know you don't remember. Now you miss her, but I promise you we're better for it. Together we're strong. I know what they say about me and about Mom and about Dad, but none of that matters as long as we can be honest with each other.
It happened again.
Show me. Why?
They said you talk to yourself. They said you have problems.
I do.
I didn't like the way they said it.
People are always going to have an opinion. You have to learn to ignore it.
I did it for you.
I can take care of myself. Promise me you won't let this happen again. Promise.
Yeah, I promise.
We can always be honest with each other. Your words, every day until you left. Austin, if you were having problems, why didn't you just call me? You know I would have been there. You know that I understand.
I did call you.
Austin, if you don't do this, if you don't make things right, if you don't own up to what you did, I will never visit you again. Austin, if you don't do this, I won't consider you my brother anymore.
I know you think I had a lot to do with this. But I did everything for you. I made your life easier. I mean, if you'd gone and acted the way you wanted to your whole life out in front of everyone, you would have got beaten up every day at school. I did this to keep you from getting bullied. To keep you from being one of those suicidal kids I see on the news.
You caused all of this.
I didn't want to lose you.
I need my meds. 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 Please. Please, somebody come in here, please.
I love this.
Does it bother you that I don't want to yet?
You need to tell people soon.
I think it's cute you want to wait.
I just want things to slow down.
I don't want to lie anymore. You say you love me. Why does it have to be a secret?
Ever since that day in the hall when we first met, you're all I can think about.
Can I ask you something? Be honest.
Are you seeing a therapist?
Because of me.
Why?
A lot of reasons. I don't want to scare you off.
You need to tell that girl. I don't like that you're seeing both of us.
It has to be this way.
No, it doesn't. Nothing you would ever do could scare me off. I just feel like I don't know you.
You know everything about me.
Austin. Austin? Austin!
The seizures are a symptom of your illness.
They happen more often.
You've been taking your medications. Well, that troubles me. I mean, we have to get your symptoms under control.
I'm seeing things.
What kind of things?
Things that aren't there. I visited one of those sites. The ones you told me about for people like me.
What'd you think?
It surprised me how many people there are with the same problems. And not exactly the same, but similar.
Right. You're not alone.
What I don't understand is why no one's doing anything to stop kids from being tortured on a daily basis. We can't help who we are.
You see, the teachers legally, they can't step in. They can't touch a student. They can't even advise them without putting their jobs in jeopardy.
That doesn't make any sense. You know, I keep telling Matt to stand up for himself, but it's like he's too afraid.
Bit hypocritical, don't you think? I mean, you telling Matt to stand up for himself when you are afraid to show the world who you really are.
I know who I am.
I'm not so sure. You won't even identify with who you are enough to show the world your true colors.
I know who I am.
No, you don't. Or this conversation wouldn't be upsetting you. Why is it upsetting you?
You know why. You always do this. You always attack me.
I'm not attacking you.
You are.
No, I'm not.
Look, maybe I don't want people to know every detail about my life.
Maybe if you quit hiding from the fact of who you really are, you wouldn't have to feel like you're being attacked.
And maybe, just maybe, if you left me alone for 2 seconds instead of always going off on this stupid...
Log back in when you've cooled off.
What is it?
Clozapine and lithium carbonate. For your...
I know what it's for. Taking clozapine before it doesn't help.
I thought you said you couldn't tell anyone about your illness.
Till I got to college when I started seeing the school counselor.
Your college counselor?
Yeah.
Your school doesn't have a counselor.
That's not possible. I went in to see him twice a week. My counselor. He had me visit this website on days when I wasn't able to go in and see him.
Camouflage.
How'd you know that?
It's your school's self-help counsel site. It serves in place of an on-site counselor.
But he's a real person.
I'm sure he is. But you've never been in a room with him, and he certainly hasn't prescribed any medication. Now we get to the reason why the FBI is involved. Since your shooting, there have been 9 other incidences across the country. The problem is that all the other shooters ended their massacres with suicide.
I think I've made a terrible mistake.
I guess they don't really know how to put this into words. There are so many people in my life that didn't notice me or care about me until I was drunk. I guess I thought that's how guys wanted a pretty blonde girl to act. I played that part for so long that I don't even know what it means to be me anymore. I can't count the number of men I've slept with or how many bottles I've chugged before passing out. I finally hit rock bottom. Last week, I woke up sandwiched between 2 tatted gym rats.
What are you watching?
Nothing. I need a computer.
What is it?
I need to show you something. The site is a social network. You create a profile, you can ask other members for advice, and you can even form secret groups.
What kind of groups?
We started small. We do things like, next time you see somebody getting picked on at school, stop and say something. Then later we get online and upload video logs of how it went.
You mobilized.
We were trying to do something good, you know, make a difference. To slowly change the world by first changing ourselves. There were a lot of ideas, and then somebody presented the idea of something bigger.
The shootings.
We can change ourselves. But what if, in just one day, we could change the world?
That's impossible.
We were finally going to stand up for ourselves. It was time to fight back.
I don't get how one message could convince you to become a mass murderer.
Not just me. I've been taught to hate myself my entire life. I can't speak for the other kids, but it was an easy decision for me. Somehow doing this made me feel important. Like I would have an influence on global change. And that this violence would make it easier for others to come.
We need to stop these attacks from happening.
That's just it. Everything's anonymous. Everyone will visit the website. People will be curious to see why their friends had to die, and it will make a difference.
Once I look up the site, the government will unlock everything and start the process of removing all the evidence, maybe even the entire web page. We will find them, and they will be taken into custody. The media will be filtered like none of it ever existed. I'm sorry, Austin, but whoever convinced you to do this, whoever made you think that you could change people's perception of the world, lied to you. No one will ever get to see your motive.
Why wouldn't you want people to know the truth?
The truth becomes irrelevant when innocent people die.
No one is innocent.
Not everyone's a bully.
This was the only way to get people's attention. Stop kids, tormented kids from hurting themselves and others.
My counselor.
It's easy to pollute the minds of the weak, but it'd be so much easier just to never let this happen at all. I presented an idea that has now cascaded into a revolution. The person sitting in front of you, he's fighting for a greater cause, a greater good. I've convinced 49 other Americans to kill their own. I've dealt with tormented kids my entire life. It's sad, but their stories are all the same. School boards won't step in to address the issues at hand because they're afraid of losing their power as elected officials. Friends won't stand up for each other as students because they're afraid of becoming victims themselves. It's time to stop focusing on the bullies and start focusing on the people that we should. Kids like Austin. Kids who have nowhere else to turn. Kids who have no one else to talk to. Kids who have been pushed to the brink of the edge. It's time now that we face this head on. And I'm sorry this had to happen this way. I'm sorry there has to be violence, but there was no other way to get people's attention. This will be the first of many attacks.
But I was really in the room with him.
You weren't.
I don't want to be blamed for this.
You are to blame. People will hate you for what you've done. No one will ever perceive these attacks in the right light.
How many people did I kill?
Stop playing games, Austin. Stop telling me stories like you're not part of some cult, brainwashed into believing you're fighting for a greater cause.
I'm not playing.
You would have me believe that you really don't remember what happened.
I killed them all.
No. You were taken into custody outside of a fraternity house.
What?
Matt stopped you before you could do any more harm.
Austin! Austin, what are you doing? They have to die. People like him, they all have to die. You aren't going to change anything. Killing people won't make people accept who you are. But you know what will? Telling people the truth. I can't do that. You can't do this either. I'm sorry. Stop! Don't you get it? I love you. I love you too. Then why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you acting this way? Because people will never accept me for what I really am. I called 911. I'm sorry. Austin, please!
You killed a boy named Timothy Douglas and the girl you pretended was your girlfriend, Samar Turk.
I wasn't pretending.
You don't need to lie anymore, Austin. It's over.
It happened again.
Sit down. I can't see
No,
your face.
you're not
Sit
listening
down.
at all. It happened
Bud.
again.
Okay, just
such a
calm down. Having an episode.
No one is listening. No one is listening. No one is listening. No one is listening. How can Matt act like that? Why is he trying to force me?
Something happened at the party tonight. What happened? Have a seat.
No.
Austin, listen to me.
This is it.
Calm down.
Austin, anymore. I have to get out of here.
Jesus, fuck! Come back for more, huh?
Why'd you have to do that?
How the fuck did you get in here?
Why'd you have to call him that? What did he ever do to you?
Call him a faggot?
Don't use that word.
That's what he is.
Shut the fuck up!
Easy. All I did was answer your question. Now get the fuck out of my room.
He never did anything to you.
You know, your girlfriend told me about your little weird obsession. How you're cheating on her with that faggot.
Stop.
Get out. Now.
End the call.
Okay.
Hand me the phone. Now!
Hey! Fucking Jesus Christ.
What did he ever do to you? Answer!
Tim, it's me. Look, you can't treat people like that. I want to be friends with both of you, but you're making this impossible. Tim, I know you're in there. Everybody saw you leave. Will you please just open the door?
Do it!
What took you so long? Austin, what are you doing in here? Oh my god, what are you thinking?
In this room, you want
I am here! I am in this room!
Fuck!
Austin, please, you need to calm down.
I'm calm.
I'm here for you. We got through this last time. We can get through it again. Just put the gun down.
Why are you doing this to me?
I'm trying to help you. What do you need me to do?
I need you to go. I need you to go as far away from this building as you can.
Fine.
Not him.
I'm not going to.
Not him!
And I guess we're both staying.
No. You can't do this. I don't want to hurt you. Please, Mom. Please.
Austin, just put the gun down. You don't want to hurt me, just put down the gun.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't treat people this way.
Austin, you can't treat people this way.
You stay?
Look, just let us both go.
No.
Please.
You made your choice. Now you're with me. Please don't fucking do this. Please don't fucking do this, please. Please don't fucking do this, please. Please, you don't have to do this, please. Please. Please don't fucking do this, please. Please, you don't have to fucking do this, please. You don't have to fucking do this, please.
I've been hiding for so long I can't tell what's real anymore.
You feel vulnerable? What if you could emerge strong? What would you do to make people accept you for what you really are?
Anything.
I'm going to hold you to that, Austin. I'm going to present you with an idea. A concept so extreme that it'll force people to open their eyes.
I don't know if I can.
Do it alone?
At all.
You can. It's time to stand up for who you really are. How drastic would it be to organize an attack against bullying? You, Austin, can change the world.
This is Dr. Ortiz. She wants to speak with you.
I'm here to help you.
Right.
You can call me Camilla. You're doing a lot better. How do you feel?
Less cloudy.
That's a good thing. The meds are working, and your seizures have stopped.
I have to live with what I did now.
You did the right thing in the end.
Did I?
The world's not going to change overnight. You saved a lot of lives.
But what's different? Kids will still be picked on in the halls. The weak will still have the urge to kill.
Kids mock what they don't understand. And not all kids feel these urges.
I didn't before.
It got worse as you got older?
least now you know what you did. You know what's real. I want to help you in any way that I can.
You can't help me. Not anymore.
I can. There's still some good that can come out of what's happened.
How?
If we publish your story as part of a plea deal, make your motivations known, then maybe we can stop attacks like this from ever happening again.
Maybe.
But first, I have to ask you something, and I want you to be honest. Are the things that you said to Amira true?